Hi there. I'm working on the finishing touches on the BFC doll. What I was trying to do was make her a pair of shoes. So I took out my amazing mold putty and I made a cast of her foot, and I did a couple in plaster of Paris. And I was worried about putting this plaster of Paris in my oven. So what I did is I turned around and I tried making a cast out of clay so that I could cover it in foil, and then I could put my shoe on this covered in foil last, and then make my shoe from there. This was my first attempt. What I did was I made my shoe up, and I ended up putting a strap here and a strap across the top. As soon as I took it off of the doll, they ripped off. So I'm back to the drawing board again to see what I did wrong. But anyway, I did embed, this is just one of those faceted stones, those crystal rhinestones. I put one in there to see if it would actually stay in the clay as I baked it, and yes, it does. So if I wanted to make a really pretty sandal, I can just go ahead and push my rhinestones right in the clay. Anyway, this was my first attempt. Didn't turn out so good. One thing I did wrong on this clay foot is I made the arch way too high, because when I put it on the doll, it was like these were sticking out, you know, really high on her arch. So I'm going to have to redo this, and I think I'm probably going to have to redo this and try doing it another way instead of side by side, because on this small foot with the ankle on there, it might be better off to go across the toe here and then across the back like that, go up this way to here and then cover around the back on this smaller foot. I think I'd have better luck that way than I did on the American Girls. What I wanted to do with that dress I was working on was I got this Sculpey push mold to try to see if I could make some of these flowers, so I've been practicing, and it takes a while to learn how to do it. But I think this was either $6.99 or $8.99, but I had a coupon so I only paid half price. The only thing you have to remember when you're doing these things is get a paintbrush and a little bit of regular, this is just cornstarch. And when you're working your pieces into your mold like this, you just want to take a little cornstarch on here and then fill that in, so that when you actually do push your mold in, let me get a piece of clay. Oh, I don't have any on me. But when you do push your clay in here, make it flush with your mold and then just push the bottom and your pieces will come right out. I've made a couple of the, you only get a lily, a sunflower, the rose, and the poinsettia. I've only been practicing on the poinsettia, but I wanted to make a rose to go on the top of the BFC doll shoes. This was just like a practice, just to see if I could do it. But anyway, this is the large one, but if you make the smaller one, it'll fit across the bow of the shoe, and then you can make some beautiful sandals, because this is the large one. If I just use the small one, I could take the leaves and string the leaves across each side of the shoe, and then I could put the rose dead center in the middle and make a beautiful pair of shoes. Of course, I'll do a better job on this. I just did this to see if it would work. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it, because if it didn't work, you know, there was no sense of me even trying to get these shoes to fit. But they do fit the doll, and these will stay on the doll's foot. But, you know, it's just another, oops, I just scraped that off. It's still wet. I've just been practicing on this. Okay, so anyway, that's my clay adventure. And if I can get these shoes to work with the rose on the front, I think it'll be a beautiful shoe for these BFC dolls. But as far as the straps, it didn't do so well. But it could be because I was just in a hurry to give it a try, so I wasn't, you know, I didn't spend a lot of time on it, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, here was the pearl necklace. I started with the lobster clasp on here, and it kept pulling the necklace to the back of the doll's head. So I took that off and I put in a regular circular clasp, so that when she does wear her pearls, they will lay flat on the doll's neck. I don't know if you can see that, or okay, I'm way out of camera, sorry. Let me try that again. Okay, I had a lobster clasp on the back of this, and it was too heavy so that it pulled it like this. So when you do make these little doll necklaces, you're better off using one of these circular clasps, because that way when you put the jewelry on, it'll fall correctly in the front and it won't hang towards the back. Okay, so here's the final dress. I finished, I just put, I turned the hem up once, and I put a seam, and then I just turned it up again about, I don't even know what this is, probably 3/4 of an inch, and then I did an invisible stitch to do the seam on here, to do the hem. I did it like that so that I wouldn't catch the doll's foot in the actual dress. As far as the Velcro, I took my Velcro strip and I used the soft and flexible sew-on, and the reason I did that was because of gosh, I hope you saw everything I did before. Oh well, I won't know till I look. I did the I cut it in half, and I leaned it up against, I started at the bottom, and what I did was I sewed it as close to the edge as possible, so I seamed it up this way all the way to the top. I turned it, and then I came back down the other side, and then I went across. I did that on both sides, and that's how I put the Velcro in. If you need to stabilize it, which you really don't if you sew it on that way, but if you do want to stabilize it, you can use that steam to seam, that Wonder Under webbing, even a glue stick will hold it in place if you let the glue dry while you sew it on. But if you do it that way and hold it down and line it up and go like that, you really don't need to stabilize it on a small outfit like that. Okay, so here's the dress, and like I said, I didn't get the shoes made. I tried to get the shoes made. I haven't been sewing or anything because I cut my hand on a tin, and it finally healed up, so it doesn't look so bad. But here's the final dress, and I didn't get a slip made either. Just too much going on. But you know, if I did this again, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't take that extra out of the sides. I think you'll have enough even without that. So let's see, how far close are you? Okay, I'm too far away. I mean, I'm too close. Let me get it. I just did a slip. I just took a piece of tulle and put some elastic cord in it so I could get a slip made real quick for her. So let me put this on. But I think once I get those sandals made with the roses, I think that would be a really cute pair of shoes for this dress. Even though these are, even the lily would look cute because there's a lot of lilies on this one too. Okay, I'll try and get back further so you can see the whole dress. Let me see here. Can you see the whole dress from there? No, you can't. Alright, I will take a picture and put it at the end with her in her dress so you can see the whole thing as is. The only thing she won't have on is her shoes. And this will be her, well, that won't be her shoe, but that will be sort of like what you can do for a shoe. Another thing you can do is put that, give her high heels now. As long as you cover up the toes and give her high heels, you won't even know that she is flat-footed because she has got that curve right here. But okay, I'll work on the shoes and see if I can come up with a better option there. Okay, so anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good afternoon.